Following today's courageous conversation on policy and advocacy, I really want to uplift and talk about why it's important for us to advocate. Truly, advocating is telling your story, it's talking about what's important to you. It's not some fancy concept or you don't need a fancy degree. In my experience with lawmakers, a personal story is worth a thousand statistics. Our lawmakers and our decision makers want to hear from us, the constituents, but we often feel that we don't have enough value or enough evidence, or we're a little afraid to tell our story. But trust and believe that they really, really do want to hear from you. And you are the only one who can tell your story. The statistics only tell part of a story, but you bring color, you bring dynamism, you bring an authenticity that statistics will never bring. And as adults, it's critically important that we advocate. But I also would like to encourage us that this is a skill that we need to teach our children. You see, we have for generations as an African American community said that children should be seen and not heard. And now we know more than ever it is critically important for children to be seen and heard. So rather than teaching our children that they should not talk back to adults, let's teach them how to talk to adults. Let's teach them how to stand up for themselves. Let's teach them that it's important to speak when you have been hurt or when you have been harmed. And if one adult doesn't listen to you, then please find another adult who will. It is critically important, and advocating is empowering, and empowering is critical for a strong and stable mental health and to function in the world. So let's remember that advocating is just telling our story, telling and talking about what's important to you in a way that no one but you can do. And it's critically important that we teach our children this important skill. Everyone isn't going to go to a senator's office, but you could go to the principal's office. You could go to the local bus company and advocate for better routes or for more buses on your route at different times of day. You can talk to your local uh, congressman or ward or whatever the local jurisdiction is called in your area. um, there is always a decision maker that is within your reach. And so let's all remember that advocating is just telling our story and talking about what's important to us. And you don't need a fancy degree and you don't need fancy words. All you need is your heart.